Hi and welcome to Karma Spiritus. Just a quick reading this month for you, Scorpio. The energies are rife. When I was shuffling for this video, the cards were just going all over the place. So bear with me. It appears to be quite a passionate reading in one way or another. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome, Scorpio, again. Thank you for joining me. The first card, these are lovely, lovely cards. Tarot Grand Lux. First card is King of Cups. The second card to your left is the Two of Pentacles. And the third card is the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So it appears, Scorpio, that it's been quite a passionate time for you for some time, or maybe just recently you've come into a situation where there's lots of choices, decisions for you to make, or decisions between a couple of people, weighing up the odds of your life, of your love life. This could also be something around your work. Maybe you have now finally found your passion within your work, something that you really, really enjoy and you're motivated about. You're having new experiences that you're putting your heart and your soul into. And you may be making decisions about where this leads to, what you want to do, how many choices you have. But where the card, the Two of Pentacles, second card, is placed, it's a little cautionary. You can see, if you can see, the man in the picture is on a tightrope and he is balancing two coins. One is way down by his hips, so you could be shooting off from the hips, pardon the pun. And the other one, he appears to be looking at his reflection in, which is not really a wise choice, knowing that he's on a tightrope and he should really be balancing, doing his balancing act with a bit more caution. So Scorpio, please be careful. Think wisely about the decisions you're making, the risks that you're taking, whether that be with other people, within your workplace and your job. Maybe this is your own business and therefore you have to weigh up the risks very, very carefully. There's been a lot about your job in the last couple of readings, if I remember, and also about relationships. So this could be an element of both. Remember, your money, finances, love and relationships are very much related to each other. And you may find that if you're lacking in finances, you're also lacking in love in some way. And if you're abundant in love, then you're enriched. Your life is abundant and you're happy and content, even when you haven't got a one-on-one relationship of your own. So they're very, very much related to each other. I feel the man on the tightrope, Two of Pentacles, he seems to be quite vain in some way. He has a mask on, so he's disguised. He's putting on a false mask, being risky, not being fully equipped or aware of the dangers, and taking the precautions that he needs. And this could be a potential danger to him. Maybe he's playing with fire. Maybe he's being too risky, too cocky, too self-assured, and not realizing what a thin line there is between love and hate. Thin line between being risky and being adventurous, being abundant, and being out and out just not very careful. So, Scorpio, you could look at this as a concern, really, and something that's been brought to your awareness, that although with the King of Cups you feel enriched, you feel abundant, you feel loving, and, in some way enriched within your wealth of happiness, your passion. You feel that you have enough love for everyone. But you need to stay on form. You need to stay on top of your game. As the Seven of Wands, he seems like he's in a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition around you. A lot of challenges that you're not potentially taking heed of. As much as you can see those sticks or weapons in front of you, there's some clearly in the third card that are sneaking up just beside the wall that you're not aware of, because your sight is on the obvious things in front of you. But be very aware that the risks that you take, you're not always very, very clear about. So, or indeed there could be a lot of competition for your services, for what you're doing. I can see a lot of brickwork, a lot of buildings in this third card, in the Seven of Wands. Maybe you're buying a second property. You're looking at your choices in building a future in any shape or any form, whether it be a new family, relationship or business, or taking choices in a new job, making decisions about taking on a second job or a new addition to your family. But you need to know that the foundations that you have presently are solid, are secure, that the buildings around you, that your environment is not going to crumble when as you take your eye off the ball, because you have so many things that you have to defend. Or there's a lot of competition for you, for the person that you're interested in. The type of business, maybe it's oversaturated and there's lots and lots of competition. Maybe you have enemies out there that you are unaware of. People who don't like your stature, like you on top of your game. So be very cautious, Scorpio. Sometimes battles are not worth fighting, I'm hearing. Maybe sometimes you need to walk away and come back on a better day. Some battles are not worth fighting. Sometimes you just need to turn away, weigh up the odds, weigh up the risks. What's important to you? What is superficial? What you're disguising? Maybe you're not being true to yourself and the situation that you've got yourself into. Maybe you're not as passionate about that job or that person or this new enterprise as you really feel, and you're putting on that disguise, that mask, hiding your emotions, hiding how you truly feel in order to have self-gain. best of both worlds, I'm hearing. The discs in the second card almost look like discs of the world to me. Golden, shining. Are they opportunities? Are they blessings in disguise? Or are they shining the light on you? Maybe you're going to be exposed in some way. And that risk is very, very, it's a very thin line. You're just on the edge of being exposed. Maybe those risks that you've been taking are about to just pop, come to light, show you for who you are, revealing who you are under that mask, or indeed that you're wearing a mask. Maybe you're reflecting on some of the decisions you've made, on some of the behaviors that you've presented to the world. And maybe you feel like you need to stand your ground. You need to battle the elements, the competition, the people out there, your opponents. But I feel that you're clearer about this now. You have a clearer sense of realizing that you have the freedom of choice, free will, and nothing can stop you. Whatever decision you want to make, you have the free will to do that. The opportunities are there. It just depends on the risks you're willing to take. Maybe you should have taken that risk a long time ago. Maybe there's decisions that you should have made and now you're juggling Peter to pay Paul. Your thoughts are becoming clearer, but you're still balancing because you took the risks that you had then and they're becoming a challenge to you now. Or maybe this is the warning. Be very careful. Weigh up what you're doing. Risk assess the situation. Make a decision. Because there is a lot of competition. You are up against, or could potentially be up against a lot of opponents. Or you may not be able to fight off the competition unless you make a decision. I'm hearing that you need to stick your neck out. Now you have more clarity. Now you feel a bit more at ease. Now you realize that you're not caught up in a situation. This is your own free will. It's your choice. You can make decisions. You're not tied, you're not bound. You're no longer blinded. But you now have clarity in everything that you've done. But what I'm hearing is now you just have to take accountability. Be responsible. Make those decisions that you should have made and get on with your life in the way that you should have done some time ago. There's something about a decision you made some time ago that is coming to light now, that is coming to an end, I'm hearing. Like you're at the end of this tightrope now. You're coming to the end. Are you going to step off and be safe? Take another route? Or are you going to continue trying to balance and juggle? Because you have the clarity now. Everything makes sense. You're no longer bound. You don't feel obligated. You can actually be there if you want to be. This is what I'm hearing. The time is now. And in some respects, there is no time. Decisions need to be made. And you need to put things into action. This could actually be about anything. Maybe you have 7 days, 7 weeks. But it's definitely, I think it's a time where you've been contemplating this. And whereas before it was very, very much a worry, and you got entangled in your thoughts and your feelings about it, you have more clarity and you're almost at the edge. You know, the gateway is open, but for some reason, you still haven't quite made that decision. Maybe it's a head over heart decision. That's another thing I'm hearing. It's a head over heart decision, and it just now makes sense. This could be about a Piscean. Because the cups, I see that this could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, just a water element. It could be emotional, but it's had your thoughts tied up for such a long time. Now you've received the clarity in this, Scorpio. It's time to take those steps that you know you need to take. Be careful. Weigh up your odds. Know that there's competition out there. There's potential opponents, enemies, people that are not going to be happy with you. So be very calculating about the decisions that you make, but maybe it's a head over heart decision that now has to be executed. Okay, Scorpio, this is just a quick message, mid-month for you. Please like, share and subscribe. There might be somebody out there that should or needs to hear this message. So please share these messages. Safety in numbers. Take care. I will see you again most definitely. And to thyself be true. Take care.